Hi all and welcome back. In today's script, we'll be creating a simple script to change the text in parameters on certain families and rooms and areas and similar um, parameters. Uh, we'll be changing the text so it will be either all caps, or lowercase, or just even putting capitalization on the first letter of the parameter. So it's fairly simple. We will be doing a if statement in here as well. So um, I guess it's a little tricky to some degree if you don't know how if statement works. So we'll get all elements. We'll get categories, and we'll get all elements of categories. So in this case, we'll start with um, maybe let's start with rooms. So let's get the parameter value by name, and we want to set parameter value by name. All right. So we'll need a string to specify the parameter name, and we'll plug this into our parameter name in both the get parameter and set parameter. And let's call this name. So you've got to make sure it matches the parameter name that's here. So we want to now change it to either all caps or lowercase. So we need string change case. There we go. And we want to get the value out of here and plug it into string. And we want to boolean yes, no for a function to either tell it to go to upper or lowercase. All right, so let's plug this in here and then plug the string out into the value. And we'll just hit, set to automatic. So it's already made all the room names lowercase. And if we set to true, it's all uppercase. Now, we'll change this up a little bit. So maybe let's switch off the manual. Now we'll change this up so we can tell it if we want to do the uppercase, lowercase, or just capitalize the first letter. So we need a node called string title. Let's plug our string in here. Now we will need an if statement. Okay, so we'll have to plug the string to title into the true, and we'll plug the string change case into the false. Now we'll need a boolean here. Plug that into there, into our test, and then the result out into the value. All right, so let's keep this set to false. So if false, we're just going to change this to upper or lowercase. So let's keep this to false and this to false. So this should be lowercase, and then we'll set this one to true. It should be uppercase. Now we'll set this boolean that's going to the if statement to true. Set that to false because it still has to be lowercase. And we hit run, and now it's capitalized the first letter of each room. Now we can use this for a few other things. Say areas. Areas. still uses the same name. So let's run this. Let's set this to false, all lowercase, all uppercase. Set this back to false and set this to true, and then capitalizing the first letter. Now, this also works for some for family parameters. Now, it depends on what parameter it is. So let's go to doors. Now, let's go over here. Now, this door, I've set up two parameters. One is an instance text parameter called door type, and one is a geez, I forget the what's the word? A type parameter. Geez. Yes, so I've set up a type parameter, an instance parameter for the doors. So we'll run door type first. So let's change the parameter name to door type. We'll set this to false. So we'll put it in all caps. Well, let's put this into false first to change this value to lowercase because it was all caps first. Now all caps. Now put this back to false and put this to true. We'll hit run and it's capitalized the first one. Now you can see when we move to the door system, we'll just hit run. We'll be given an error here. So because it's type, we won't be able to use it, but because we've set this one to an instance space, we'll be able to change it through this script. So that's pretty much it. It's pretty fairly quick and simple. So maybe we can, let's change this all to to work with our Dynamo player. So let's call it categories. Let's go rename. Let's go parameter name. Set that to is input. Let's set this to is input rename, and we could say false equals lowercase, true equals uppercase, and say this one true equals first letter capital. I guess we don't have to put a false in there. And let's put that as input. All right, so let's go file, save as, change text case. Let's move that aside. Let's get our player. There we go. Seem to have lost it. There we go. Now we want to change, let's change this back to, oh, we were just at areas. Let's put it back to areas. Let's change, so the first letter is capital. Let's put this to false. Let's change this to change the area name. And we'll hit run. So it's all lowercase. Change this to true for uppercase. Let's change this back to lowercase and put on the capitalize the first letter. And there we go. So that's it. Pretty quick and easy. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you on the next next script we will run. Thanks, guys.